Boo. You know what I'm saying? That's how I start the podcast. In my language, that means hi. You know what I'm saying? I just made that up about a couple episodes ago. Boo. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we started it. That's how I'm going to start it now. You know what I'm saying? Get you familiar with that. As you can see, we're missing one person. The reason why we missing him is the only reason. $100,000 play. That's what he cooking up right now. $100,000 play. That's the only reason why he should be gone. And besides that fact, there's two other special reasons occurring in this podcast episode number 19. You know what I'm saying? I got a special guest that's, y'all probably familiar with him. He been here 10 weeks ago. And he made a second appearance. I felt like it was only right. 10 weeks, that's like an anniversary damn near. You know what I'm saying? But the third reason is I'm doing this podcast live on Twitch. So if you're not following me, Life Unscrpted on Twitch, you get to see the podcast early. And you can ask your questions and input into the conversation about certain topics that we are talking about. You know what I'm saying? If you got something you want to say or something that you think we missed, you could say it in the live stream while you motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? While we talking. Raw, unscripted. Like our name is, Life Unscrpted. Yeah. I'll let my cousin introduce himself now. And if he could speak up a little bit more than usual, because there's a stream right there.
What's cracking, y'all? Mr. Carmos himself coming to you live in the living color. I'm bro, big cousin Isaiah. I came here for the second time. I appreciate you having me, cousin.
Mm-hmm. And how have you been today?
I've been cool. I'm getting over a little illness that I had for a couple of days. But other than that, you feel me? I'm good. I'm here.
Okay, that's tough.
I'm free.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. I've been doing amazing though. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing amazing. This week was absolutely astounding. I did really good in basketball. I ain't even gonna lie. I was hooping. I was hey. You know what I'm saying? I was hooping this week. I ain't gonna lie to you. Then I did a boxing stream. I ain't never got punched that hard in my life. I swear to God, like I was right here.
He checked.
Wow. I said, I ain't getting knocked out. I surprised myself. I said, I took it. I ate it. I walked it off. We're going to react to that on stream, so know that.
I gotta see that. I ain't see this one.
Yeah, no, he punched me. But I was getting him, though.
I told him to tighten up.
No.
You ain't listen.
Hey, no, I was getting him, though.
You need to tighten up. You ain't listen. You ain't tighten up.
I tightened all the way up.
You gotta protect your chin when you out there.
And I'm learning that. When I threw my straight, I dropped my left.
Yeah.
So I went, bow. I thought his combo was over. He was just throwing ones. He did and I went for here, and then he went yakum, got me smooth in the jaw. Like that was like the hardest I ever been punched. I'm proud of myself because I ate it. I ate it like a sandwich, like from Subway when it was a $5 foot long. So I ate that punch. I was dazed. Y'all could see it in the fight. I seen like the world started blinking. I ain't gonna lie, the world started blinking and it was dizzy. It got blurry. I got socked. The world started blinking. I got blurry. All I felt, I ain't see nothing. Like if bruh rushed me at that moment, I wouldn't even see stars, bro. It was just like dark. It was gray. It felt like everything was mumbled up together. Like I didn't even see my hands. I just felt like, oh snap! Like this is the rotation I was doing. If bruh rushed me,
did you fall?
No, I ain't. Come on, man. I ain't fall. I ate it.
You seen black. You seen black. You feel me? You damn near was.
I was close. I was close. I was definitely close. If he rushed me and he threw more, I probably could have ate him. But
if you seen black, if you seen the gray matter, one more would have took you out.
Yeah.
One more on the chin would have set you down.
Yeah.
You would have been waking up like who jumped?
No, that's facts, bro. Like I never got punched that hard, but I'm proud of myself because I ate it. It only took me like 2 steps. So I got socked, boom. I lost my footing, like stepped back a couple, and I dragged my foot 1, dragged my foot again 2. Then I was back in the fight. I stepped back in, started throwing more punches. But that was the hardest I ever been punched. So I'm proud of myself that I ate that punch and you know what I'm saying, kept it going. But
so did you lose that one?
I won.
Did you get some hits in on him?
Yeah, I did great. That was the only punch he hit me with.
Okay.
I was tearing his body up. Yeah, I was going crazy. I was hitting his body so bad. He was guarding like this. He was guarding like this. I was like, dang, that made me laugh. I'm here to you that bad. But I was tearing him up. That's like the only punch he got on me. He got that punch on me, and then he hit me on the nose. It made my nose bleed, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, it happens to you boxing.
But that was a good fight. So from there, Friday, boom, I got that done. And then this week, oh my God, I was off my horses. This week, I had some woman coming on a podcast. All right. But so this week was my sister's week. My sister and her friends were supposed to come on a podcast and do their thing. They ain't end up showing up because one of the women said they was going on spring break to their parents' house. So I was like, all right, bet, it's good. And they wanted to reschedule to the next week. But the next week I had these other ladies. So I was like, all right, let me bring y'all. Is it okay if I bring y'all up a week? And they was like, yeah, it's good. And bro, when they said, yeah, it's good, I didn't stay on my horse. I didn't press them like for a date. I ain't do nothing to get them onto the show. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't lock them in.
I ain't lock them in. I had them for the week that they were supposed to come. I did all the work. Yeah. Got them for the week they were supposed to come.
You fumbled the play.
But I fumbled it.
You fumbled it.
And that was all my fault.
Yeah. You got to take that. That's good that you can take accountability, though, and see where you...
Yeah, that's what's going. We're going to the next topic because of that. But to do that, I got special guests. I got live stream. I got good vibes. We rolling with punches. I got merch coming, still coming. I told y'all, May 1st, merch going to be here.
It's in the works. It's in the works.
So we're going to start straight into it. We're going to get straight into it. No lollygagging. No none of that. We finna get straight into it. I hope y'all enjoying the content. And this is how we do it now. So I'm going to present you with some paper. You're going to read the paper out loud. And you're going to tell your thoughts about what you think that... You're going to tell your thoughts on what that paper brought to your head. Like, what this paper... Reading this, I want you to, like, say what you thought about this. All right? That makes sense?
But you don't want me to say what's on the paper?
No, you can say it out loud.
Okay.
Yeah, say everything. Like, read the sentence and say, this made me think about... You know what I'm saying? Finish sentence framing.
Being a puppet master.
Yep. Being a puppet master.
I think a negative when I think this.
Ooh.
I think because it's more of a controlling mindset in mind. To be a puppet master, meaning you're the one controlling a puppet.
Okay.
It make me think about, you asked me this before. Actually, I think it was me, you and Brad G that was having a conversation about it. About
who?
G Greg.
Okay.
About having people do things for you out of love or out of fear. I might be barking up the wrong tree, but it's just where my mind goes. I don't want to have to control you to get you to do something for me. I want you to just be able to, it's good, I got it, no problem, don't worry about it. You feel me? Like, you feel me? Just on GP, you looking out for me and I'm looking out for you, instead of it being a manipulative type of ordeal. But yeah, that's what's going on.
So that's what comes to your mind is a negative connotation and manipulating people. When you think of being being puppet master, you think of manipulating people to do what you want them to do.
Yeah.
Okay. And that stemmed from where?
Fuck, I don't know. That's just what came to mind.
Yeah, nah. I took it a completely different way.
What was your way?
There ain't much I will go with that one because I went. Really, it's like for me, I took the being a puppet master because this struck with this goal. I didn't do my due diligence as the puppet master of orchestrating my own life. Because this goal right here, this whole Life Unscripted, is me mastering the puppet. Me not being on my due diligence and performing the way it should cause the puppet to look awkward and not perform as I wanted it to perform because of the woman not coming on. Because I was not lazy, but I wasn't fully focused. I wasn't zoned in. I dozed off this week and not brought them on or set the date like how I should have been persistent and rigorous, like I said, to show the date was showing a lack of me being lack of puppeteering my goals. That's why I took it more so like a goal. Like I'm puppeteering these goals.
I see what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I see where you can get that from. But more of a manager, on the manager managing something or being like the head honcho, you feel me? Yeah, I see where you...
That's what I meant it.
Yeah.
Like when you were the leader of it.
You fumble. It's not that you didn't... Why didn't you?
And then also with the co-host, you know what I'm saying? Like I knew he had that $100,000 play. If I knew he had that $100,000 play, I would have had this a little bit differently. You know what I'm saying? But even then, I'm the one that should be even winging it. It shouldn't have even got to that point.
But you did. That's why I'm here.
I was able to still puppeteer. You know what I'm saying? Just because I messed up that play don't mean I can't still make a play. Just because I dropped 8 interceptions don't mean I can get another one later in the game. You know what I'm saying? Just because I dropped that touchdown don't mean I can get another touchdown pass. Or for instance, I lost that woman don't mean I can get another woman. But I'm just pointing out why I lost that woman. Yeah. And then the lack of skill I had and why did I lack that skill? I lacked the skill on today's podcast because I was zoned out. Oh, what? You know what I'm saying? That's my shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. We on live stream right now. I appreciate the motherfucking follow. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the motherfucking follow. I was supposed to address that. That shit just activated me. We on live stream right now. But I show that because I got so many things I'm puppeteering. I got the live streams. I got the podcast. I got the business. I got the now I'm trying to do the little merch thing. Then I have the my physical health.
But what made you put it into a puppet?
I don't know. I just seen like because that's the show. Like I'm behind the show, and it's like they don't get mad at the actors because the director got a bad script, even though they get mad at the actors for it. But it's really you should be mad at the director or the script writer.
That's a whole other conversation. Cause you got people in different roles. The script can be bad, but the actors can be horrible too. And most of the time, if the script is bad, you're gonna have it. If
the script is bad, are you saying an actor can make the movie? If the script is bad,
that's where improv come in at.
But then you're improving the script.
Yeah,
I disagree. If the script is bad, I don't think an actor can save the movie.
I think so.
Because if they're improv, that means they're adjusting the script. They dang near became a script writer at that point.
You never heard of a movie starring trying the role is for somebody else. Somebody else is supposed to play the role and ended up, let's say, Omar Epps was supposed to play a role and ended up Tupac getting the role. What movie was that?
I don't know. That was because Tupac died, right?
Nah, they just said they wasn't fucking with Pac.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I forget what movie it was. I forget the title. It's right on the tip of my tongue. I can't think about it though. But if this person would have acted this role, it wouldn't have been the same. You feel me? If somebody else would have acted this, like this person made that part, made the movie that much more better.
But you don't know that because you ain't see what the other person had.
We didn't. That's not what we was talking about.
But
we
you
just
said,
talking about the
you
person
said,
making the.
No, you said the script. An actor can make the movie. The script. The actor can overpower the script in the sense of like, if the actor good enough, the script won't matter. That's what you're saying.
No, the actor has to improv. He has to make the scene better than what it is. You feel me? It could be dry. It's like energy. If you come with energy, you make the environment that much more popping. You feel me? You know what I'm trying to say?
No, I understand.
You feel me?
What I'm pointing out is, if the actor can't change no words on that script, the director like, we sticking to this script.
Nah, a bullshit script is a bullshit script.
Okay. Now, in that sense, the movie will flop. Yeah. That's what I'm pointing out. Yeah. Now, if the actor is able to motherfucker, like you get Cat Williams on there, come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now. He making a movie. Now, Cat Williams making a movie. I don't know about all the other people, but I know Cat Williams for sure making a movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Mike Epps to do shit like that too. You got a lot of actors out there that really just take the floor and make the movie or make the show that much more better. You feel me? There's a lot of them out there to do that.
But I always grew up hearing like the script. Like without a good script, it ain't even gonna be a good movie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it starts with the script. Like all them other pieces, they get a lot of the fame, but the script is what makes it. And they get the fame because of the show. And I brought that up because that's like the piece. That's my whole thing, is to make sure the piece gets all the spotlight as the puppet master. I'm trying to make sure that my life, because I always think, and also it's like I think puppet master, right? Also because certain mindsets we have through growing up, there was no intentionality about choosing that mindset. That's our mindset. It just got us. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like we didn't choose this flaw. We didn't choose this characteristic. It just got us. Like for me, instance, I be late. I didn't choose to be late. I just be late. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Look, and I'm right there with you. I'm late to everything, but at the end of the day, that's still a choice.
But what I'm saying is,
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, like the flaw, that flaw. Yeah, that flaw. Yeah, that flaw is still there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't choose that flaw. I didn't, like, you know what I'm saying?
It's our last name. You feel me?
I gave it away. I gave that flaw away. I said, I'm losing that flaw. I'm losing. So being tardy, yes. Being tardy, the flaw's gone. I gave up procrastinating. That flaw gone too. I hate both of them flaws in me.
You didn't.
Why?
Because you procrastinated like a motherfucker when I got here. You was lollygagging like a motherfucker.
What you mean?
What you was doing when I got here. You should have had everything set up already.
We didn't have a daytime. You didn't have a time.
So what? If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Hold on. That's a key component. I was living like that. If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. That's a fire quote. If you live like that, you'll be never caught off guard. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, my life took leaps and bounds when I started living like that. But the effort it takes to live like that is something. You know what I'm saying? To me, it was transitioning.
So do you? Well, I can't ask you that because I just said if you would have been ready when I got here. Mm-hmm. I would have been set up.
Yeah, no, that's right.
I would have been ready to go. Everything would have been in play.
Yeah, no,
come on.
Yeah, no, stay ready so you know how to get ready. And then he also did text me. I'm getting gas right now. I'm finna be on the way. So you know what I'm saying? It's a lot. It's a lot.
And I bullshitted in between there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was on me for sure. Like, stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready. Now, would I say being tardy or being procrastinating? Would that be procrastinating though?
Yeah, that's procrastinating. Because what you was doing to not be ready.
I was trading. I was practicing my trading.
You was pricing it? I don't know what that consists of.
So basically like, for instance, like for you with a car, like you want to practice getting better at repairing engines and stuff, you would take the engine apart and put it back together. Take the engine apart and put it back together. Just practicing and getting better and more fluent with your skills faster and faster time. So basically, I'm just practicing, marking up the charts.
So does that consist of you actually sitting there for hours on end?
Yes. It could be hours on end. Like, for instance, I did like 8-hour days, like the last week, Thursday, Friday. And I want to talk about that. I have to add that. I want to talk about that. But
cats.
Yeah, no, them cats ain't cool. But
I hate cats.
What's the word I'm looking for right now? Last week, I had a back test. I had to switch my whole trading plan because it wasn't at the win percentage that I wanted to be at. And mind you, let me finish up with puppet bastard before I'm gonna write the other topic down. Yeah, nah, because that was huge. Yeah, nah, that was huge. That was huge what I went through. Okay. But being the puppet master to me was like orchestrating my life in the way I desire.
It was how you viewed this, how you laid out your plan. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then if anything fails, it's all on me. I didn't think it through. I didn't You know what I'm saying? For it to be like this and for it to be so late like this, we have a time, we have nothing, and kind of last minute-y. Still amazing that it got done. But if I was stay ready, so I ain't got to get ready, I would have had this pulled out here, this pulled out here. I would have had, it was a certain level of promptness you have. But you know what I'm saying? We human. Even genius makes mistakes. You give yourself some grace. So
don't be so hard on yourself.
Yeah, nah, your Puppet Master was just negative though. I think that's the most majority though.
I mean,
think negative on Puppet Master.
I don't know. I just never really looked at it thought about it like a puppet master. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I see it. I don't even see it. Mind you, I don't watch TV, so my mind just automatically click to manipulation because you dangling something. It's like,
oh yeah, no, I picture me dangling the
people to do what you want them to do.
No, the goal. I was dangling a goal like I'm in control of everything that's going on. Yeah. So if I start misperforming, then the goal gonna start misperforming. Start shifting. You know what I'm saying? It's my orchestra. I predict the show.
And that's where difference come in there, because you was looking at it from the way that from your own perspective.
Puppeting my own life.
Yeah, it's your life.
Not somebody else's.
Yeah.
That's what normally people think when they puppeting other people's life. Oh, that's tough.
That's why my mind went to that, and your mind is over there on your own self, because you know what I mean? You going off of your life and what you want done, and how you control it, and how you control the movement, which is a wonderful. I think it's a great analogy to look at shit like that too. It's a good idea, good way to look at it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, I just got that recently. I was just like walking somewhere and doing something. I just thought of it. I was like, dang, puppeting. Because I was like, my lack of performance this week my lack of performance this week has put gas on the fire even more. Now, mind you, my lack of performance ain't not performing. I'm still getting things done. But I can get things done at a higher rate. We supposed to hit 100,000 on Instagram. I'm about to get that done next month. We supposed to have 200,000 this year. I had to have that done. You know what I'm saying? So it's like my orchestrating of certain things have declined, and I need to get better at it. You know what I'm saying? I just point blank period. I need to get better at that. But what am I going to do with this information now? Knowing that, hearing my side of the Puppet Master, what thoughts have that produced in you?
I ain't put that much thought into it yet.
Okay.
To be honest. I ain't really.
Mm-hmm. No, that's like, you know what I'm saying. Nothing came.
5 minutes ago.
Yeah, nothing came up. There ain't no reaction to it.
I'm gonna think about it later. You feel me? The way I tell people shit work in my head is like I gears. They used to call me slow back in the day, so it take a minute to process, and then all my gears start spinning. And once I'm one of the people who be like, "Oh, I got you." 5 minutes later. Understand the joke late.
Now I just know your personnel. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So now I just gotta know, say things and just wait.
I told you that last time.
No, I'm playing. He ain't that slow.
I catch y'all sometimes. It's just a sometimes thing.
But no, that's just what I've been thinking of right now. There ain't no real thought. It's just more so puppeteering my life the way I want it. And also on that fact, I learned that defiance. That's the key to improvement. Defiance. That's the key to getting what you want. Now, why is that the key? The being defiant is the key because you're not accepting. You're not accepting of what's given to you. If I was not defiant, I would just take what is given. Like I would, you know what I'm saying? Well, why are you laughing? I had that thought. The whole
time I'm sitting like, what the fuck is he talking about? Is he using the wrong word right now? And then I see the way you switch it up, and I'm like, okay, I see where you going with this.
Yeah, nah. You know what I'm saying? Like being defiant towards life.
Yeah, I see.
Towards life and the odds it's giving you, the cards it has given you. Like, you know what I'm saying? I may be sure, but I won't be athletic. I won't accept it until I get there, and I'm doing everything I can to get that, to get what I believe I should have. And that's what I mean, like, defiant. Like, for instance, somebody got injured in football. They didn't have enough we're using defiance now. They ain't have enough defiance to say, nah, I ain't accepting this injury to end my career. I'm not accepting that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to let it stop me. And that's what I meant by defiant. So I realized that because certain people lose that and just accept. For instance, I thought of this because of the basketball court. I'm at a place now where it's okay. I'm doing my thing. I'm inconsistently good. So some days I'll be balling. I'm making everything, all my layups, shooting good, dribbling well. And I could be cool with that. Go home. Cool with that. But no, I got an image in my head of who I want to be. I did the boxing. I see where my hands is at. I could be, okay, yeah, that's cool. I could hold my own. I probably ain't beating nobody up. I can hold my own. You know what I'm saying?
I could
defend myself, but I ain't beating nobody up. But the defiance in me was like, nah, you gotta excel. You gotta do this. Don't accept. Keep going. Now, would you say that's in you?
You asking me, is that same drive in me? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I got that mind frame that fuck what you talking about. You feel me? I'm gonna keep going. Mm-hmm. You tell me I can't do something, I'm gonna do it. Mm-hmm. I'd rather succeed or fail. I'm going to be able to say...
Hold on, stop. Question and fact right here, revealing fact right here. If you were so defiant, why are you still in the position you're in right now, work?
Because I'm comfortable. I ain't comfortable. I ain't made up my mind which direction I want to go in with that job. If I wanted to stick it out, I wanted to, you feel me, stay down for the come up and see what benefits that come out on the other side of the fight, or do I just say fuck it and give up? Because most people will say fuck it and give up. They'll throw the towel in. You feel me? I always said God knew what he was doing when he made me. Mm-hmm. I'm a fighter. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Whether it's in a courtroom, you put me on trial, mm-hmm. I'm taking it to trial. I'll take every ticket to trial. Mm-hmm. I'm a fighter. You feel me? I'm going to stay for the long run.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm going to try to win the war.
Yeah. No, I get that. Now, I want to question slow motion better than no motion.
You asking me?
No, I'm not telling. I'm saying this. Being defiant, right? Could your actions from being defiant show at a slow rate, like what you're going through right now?
With my job?
Yes. Because this is you being defiant, but it ain't really showing. It's just showing at a slow rate. Would you say that?
It's not being defiant with that. I don't think so. With just my place of employment. I feel like with this job is put it to you like this. I go to work when I want to. Mm-hmm. If I want to go in and work 2 hours, 3 hours, yeah, they put certain caps on me. But at the end of the day, I still get freedom. I still get full access to the shop's resources, even when I don't show up to work. You feel me? Like, I still have freedom.
You know what it sound like?
Even though, what's that?
It sound like you half-stepping.
I'm using it to my advantage. Mm-hmm. You feel me? The ball is in their court, but at the same time, it's in mine. Okay. We going back and forth. Mm-hmm. You feel me? They could fire me at any time. Mm-hmm. I can quit at any time. Mm-hmm. But just how they need me to do certain things within that company, I still got full access to the shop. Still got full access to the vendors. You mm-hmm. feel me? Everything that I do while I'm inside of their company, mm-hmm. I'm good with the owner, so he still fuck with me to where I can do it outside of his company too. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So it's beneficial, mm-hmm. and I got my I get to park my shit there for free. Mm-hmm. My vehicles, you feel me? Mm-hmm. So it's...
But yeah, you said that... You said something.
I ain't gave up because I still got freedom within the company. Mm-hmm. I still get to use the resources. Even though I have my own resources, it's more resources, you feel me? So why get at it just because I'm working with motherfuckers that don't like me? I show up, do my time, and I'm out of there. If I need to come in and use the building, use whatever, I'm free to do that. I don't give a fuck who don't like me. You feel me? It's what y'all gonna do? Y'all wanna fight me and shake my hand?
No facts. And it seems like that's a good place to be in. That's a good, you know what I'm saying? Now, since you are there, you running now. Since you have made peace and chose your decision, that means that you on to the next with the business and taking off, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm letting my business push me out of that. You feel me? Whatever one, or it's the merch, or it's the mechanic shit, you feel me? Whichever one put me in position to say, fuck that job.
Oh, so it's not the 30,000 no more goal?
Yeah, but that's still a goal, you feel me?
It didn't sound too confident. You said t-shirt in there.
I'm just saying it's still...
It's supposed to be the ad.
Regardless, it all ties in together. You got Power Moves Auto Repair, you got Power Moves Clothing, you feel me? It all tie in together, so that goal is still going to be pushed and met, you feel me? So, it whether it come from merch or whether it come from service, it's all going to the same account, you know what I'm saying?
All right, the reason why I point that out also is because this is puppeteering your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got all these angles he get hit. Like, that's why I'm so thankful I did the trading. It taught me how to plan. So I always, when people talk like this, I always ask, what's the plan? I always ask. No, because it's so important. It's so important. If you don't have a plan, how you even supposed to know where you selling? Like, how you know your location? How you know you're going to get there? Like, I need a plan. Like, everything I do, I got a plan. I don't care if this plan ain't efficient. That's why you reflect. You do 2 weeks of this, then you see what the results is. All right, bet. Or whatever your time frame is, you see what the results is, then you alter it. Because we don't know exactly what's going to get us there. Especially if you don't know nothing about this industry. You literally just know the basics. You know what I'm saying? You just know what you think gonna work, and what you heard other people say work. So you just literally, like he said,
real research. But even still, within the first 5 years, shit failed.
Yeah,
you feel me? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 years to fail. It's statistics.
No. You got your whole life to fail.
Yeah.
Don't put a cap
with a company. Though, starting a company takes a step within the first 5 years. Most businesses, small businesses fail.
Their mindset failed.
Yeah, it's both ends.
Why you say both ends?
Because the mindset, because you can still take that's not necessarily say the mindset failed. It's just shit didn't work out. You got to come with a different way.
Okay, now I respect that more. So that business failed.
Yeah.
But is that true too? Because some businesses don't fail. So you would chalk it up all to luck. But you could get pushed out too.
Chalk what up to luck? What you talking about?
Like why your business failed.
How you chalk luck up to failing?
Because people do that.
I'm confused on what you're saying.
All right, listen. You say business failed within the 5 years.
First 5 years.
Yes.
Most businesses.
Most businesses fail within the first 5 years. Okay. I ain't got nothing to say about that. What I was going to say was, I had a new mindset on it. Your business failed, but I was thinking why it failed. There's always specific reasons why it failed. And it's usually not the first mistake that caused you to fail. It's usually a repeat of that mistake that caused it to fail, from what I've seen. But let's say it is that one mistake that caused it to fail. There's a lot to that. Because then I was going to say, you usually have certain precautions, but people get, you know what I'm saying? It's
a lot that can cause a business.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
I mean, your business could fail that has nothing to do with you.
No, literally.
You feel me? Look at shit on a lot of these major companies now.
But then but everything has something to do with you.
Not necessarily true.
Let's talk about it.
If your car gets stolen and you do DoorDash, is that your fault?
Not at all.
You just lost your work. That's not your fault.
But you got full coverage.
But either way, that's not gonna find your car. That's not gonna get you another car.
So you're saying if your car is stolen, you got full coverage. You make sure you have good credit. So that means you could just go get another car. What you mean? I'm pointing it out. I'm pointing it out. I'm pointing it out of a proper, like, let's say somebody that's on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had insurance and I got cool credit. I could just go get another one.
Well, who has that mindset? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
In reality, yes, you have people that can wake up, their car gone, and go to the dealership.
Or get a rental.
Or go get a rental. Yes. But who the fuck wants to deal with that shit?
But you gotta roll with the punches, like I did with this.
I used to be like, I only get mad, only get stressed out over things that I can control. Mm-hmm. I complain about things that I can control. Mm-hmm. Me going to pay a bill that I really don't want to pay, me going to pay a ticket, I'm going to complain my ass off. Because at the end of the day, I'm still going to go pay the fucking ticket. Mm-hmm. Now, some shit that I can't figure out, you feel me? I'm just going to let that sit in and think about that. I'm going to let that, you feel me, get that on the item.
So if your car gets stolen, the way you make money is DoorDash.
You can't, but look. My registration just went up. Just got expired. I ain't gonna do it yet. I forgot over time to add insurance to my little fucking bucket. They ended up suspending the registration. You feel me? Because there's no insurance. If my car gets stolen outside right now, or if it gets stolen, or if we get into an accident, I'm shit ass out of luck. I got to come out of pocket. Let's use my accident for an instance. Same situation, but a real life situation. Only had liability on my truck. I got into an accident. If I didn't have the bread to go get a rental, I would have been shit ass out of luck. I would have been sitting there with my dick in my hand, like, fuck I'm gonna do. You feel me? In that sense, real sense, if I didn't have the bread, I took an L and it wasn't my fault. You feel me? Circling back around what we was talking to before, you feel me? And there's nothing I can do right now other than sit and wait for insurance to kick in. And here we are, 7 months down the line? Still ain't heard nothing from insurance. So you feel me? It's like, really, a lot of people, especially where we from, a lot of people ain't got that type of bread to go make them situations happen. They had the money to go put down on a rental to keep shit going. They still got their house and everything else to pay for. I get it from both ends. I see what you're saying, but realistically speaking, nah.
Now,
you could take L's. It's not your fault.
Realistically speaking, I completely agree. You can take L's. That's not your fault. But strategically speaking, you put yourself in position and have contingencies that allow you to roll with L's. So there's no type of rainy day. Now, there's certain responsibilities you have that may strain that. Let's say an unexpected kid, or you got 2-3 kids, and your job just let you go. Or you have somebody, you got robbed, and they took a lot of your money. So there's certain things, but what I'm saying is there's certain L's you take that people chalk up to like unluckiness, like it's out of my control. But what you could control is your preparation for these type of situations.
How far in the game are we talking?
How far you want to go? No, like to right now. Let's go to right now. To like, you know what I'm saying, with both. Like, as far as you, there's no level. Because I want to hear like the horror stories.
All right, so look.
2020, that was a tough one. 2020 was a tough one.
For who?
All businesses. Imagine the shipping. Everything was shut down. You can't plan for that.
Was that COVID?
That's COVID. You can't plan for that. All you could do is have a savings account.
Boom. The house I was at during COVID, I was staying in. pipe broke under the floor, mold growing. You feel me? Mind you, that's when I was doing the trail mix. I was making the trail mixes and selling them. That's when I had my first brand that I was launching. And I was still doing the auto repair and working a part-time job at the time, you feel me? Pipe broke. Mold was growing under the flow. You feel me? Outside looking in, a lot of people ask me, why have you fumbled the trail mix? What happened with that? That was a good idea. Why you ain't whoop-de-whoop? What about the clothing line? Why you ain't whoop-de-whoop? Well, at that time, I had to make an executive decision. Which one is the most lucrative business? Which one can I put the most focus in that's going to give me the most outcome? So I kicked the other two to the side. I ain't even never picked them back up because the auto repair is what, you feel me, paid the bills and make sure everything was make sure the machine was still moving along with my part-time job. So you feel me, that's what I put all my focus into. With being said, that's in the beginning stages. I fumbled the play, you feel me, due to...
But I wouldn't consider that a fumble. I consider that a choice. You let it go. It's not
still
a fumble. That's not a fumble if you let it go. If I intentionally let the ball go, okay, that's a fumble. I gave it. A stat line, that's a fumble. You're right. Stat line, that's a fumble.
Because I couldn't juggle it all.
I fumbled. Now you say I fumbled it because I couldn't juggle it all.
And my mind was saying I couldn't juggle it all because I had to.
I wouldn't even say that's a fumble. You took that out. You took yourself out the game. You said, "Coach, my leg hurted. I'm gonna get out." I don't even. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it.
You right.
You know what I'm saying? I got out the game. Like I wouldn't consider that like a fumble though. Like you consciously chose. I'm hurting right now. I'm gonna hop on my good leg until my left leg stop hurting.
You right. I see what you're saying.
Like I'll consider a fumble more so like committing the same mistake twice. I'll consider a fumble more so like not being or taking certain signs seriously. But sometimes people consider fumbles like, I didn't know that. They just shoot their hands up. I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know that. This was going to come with this. This was going to come with this. This was going to come with this. I didn't know. Yeah, how you feel? Those are fumbles too?
If you don't know something?
Yeah.
Why you don't know it?
Okay, so we think the same way then. Because I listened to the E.T. quote. I said it in the podcast number 17. E.T. said... It's basically, I remember off the top of my head, I'm not going to find it again, but you not knowing is not an excuse for not finding out. I got it. That was it. You not knowing is not an excuse for not finding out. So.
I agree 100% with that. You can't, if you don't know, I didn't know was not a good enough answer.
They ain't going to take that in court. They're not going to take that at a bank. They're not going to take that at your loan. They're not going to take that at, you know what I'm saying, when they ask for some money. I didn't know. They ain't going to take that at class, the teachers, your job. I ain't know we had work today. That's definitely not a good enough excuse. Now we putting it like that, that's definitely not a good enough excuse.
That's not a good excuse on no level.
On nothing. Like on nothing. Like on no level. Like how you said. On nothing, that's not a good enough excuse. What you laughing at? There's people who say that still. That them were, I don't know if they said at your age, but at my age, they saying that.
I don't know. I mean, I deal with a lot of people with cars, and I get that. I didn't know. I thought that it was this, or I thought it was that. I do get that a lot, especially from grown-ass men. Mm-hmm. But women is more expected because of cars. Yeah. Men, that's where I hear that. In that field mostly at. But.
Mm-hmm. So, no, that's definitely not a good enough excuse. You know what I'm saying? To me, either, that's not a good enough excuse. Like, not knowing is not an excuse for not finding out. Now, going off of that, let me wrap it up real quick. We went puppet master, puppet in your own life. That's where I took it. He took it as puppet in others, and which is a negative connotation. I took it more so like puppet in your life. You know what I'm saying? Puppet in my goals, making sure I'm in control of who I am. I am not I'm choosing the mindset I have. I'm not letting my mindset be chosen for me. I'm choosing the attitude I want. I'm choosing my response to certain emotions. For instance, I've been practicing recently. I'm choosing my response to the emotion of I don't feel like it. When I don't feel like it, I don't feel like it. We gotta do it. Get energetic when I feel like that. When I feel nervous, I'm practicing breathing through it.
So you get that amp every time you feel like
Yeah.
you don't feel like
If I'm moving optimally, I'm practicing. I don't have 100% right. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Harriet Tubman. But they don't get that one. You get it, though. They don't get that one. But I do remember it. And saying everything I say on the podcast is always reinforced because I can't speak this and not do it. I feel like that's just so phony. If I was just to speak this and not do it. So me speaking on the podcast really reinforces it. So definitely when I do feel like I don't feel like doing it, I change my relationship to certain feelings.
Speaking of that, I thought you were supposed to be getting a family together.
No, that's 100%.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about that every time.
Okay.
Every time I think about that. No. And that's
saying,
let's talk about that. Let's talk about that because I got certain feelings about that is like so weird. It's like every time I see the text or I hear your voice in my head, I hear the coach and the drill sergeant, the Greg want me to talk to Uncle Gregory and get it. It's just like making that step, making that phone call.
I ain't say you had to talk to him. I was just throwing an idea out there.
It was more so like it was a good idea. It made terrible sense not to follow it. You know what I'm saying? So it was like better, you know what I'm saying? Better what anything I had going on. And I just hear the goal I had. And then I also hear everything else. Like in terms of, I was thinking as I'm going through life, it's like I had to have certain mastery of my own world to get everybody else situated. And that's an excuse. That's an excuse. It's clear blank period. That's an excuse. But I'm really feeling that. And it's so fascinating. Why is it fascinating? Because that's the same thing happened with the artist. I didn't want to take that step and send them messages off. It's something in me that's not, it sends out lack on first, because it don't take much. I just got to make a call, talk about it, send a text. They don't take much. The same thing with the little artist thing. I didn't want to take the time to send the text. There's something in there with the same setting up the woman.
So why you don't want to? Okay, better question, because I feel like we didn't talk
pattern.
About what we was talking, what you had brought up.
Okay.
You said you feel certain ways about it that's like, what were the words that you used?
It felt like I can use a better word. When it comes to initiating contact on certain goals, not even goals, on goals centered around people, I tend to feel a feeling of, I don't even want to do this. Like, I don't even want to do it. Like,
But you know what that is, right?
No.
You don't know what that is?
No. What is that? That's literally why the whole period I was like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to call. I don't want to. That's literally why. Like, it's so stupid, though.
You a hint.
It's so stupid.
You talked about it in the beginning of the video.
Of the day?
Yes, in the beginning of this podcast. You spoke about it.
I spoke about it?
You spoke about it.
Defiance?
No.
Okay, that was a standout. Joe Luck people?
Procrastination.
That's centered under procrastination?
Yeah, if you thinking about something that you want to do it.
Mm-hmm. You right.
You thought about doing it.
No, you right.
And when it came time to doing it.
No, you right.
You like, fuck, I don't feel like doing this shit.
No, you right.
That's procrastination. Girl.
No, that's right. It's in a different
With
form.
a capital P.
No, in a different. That's 100% true. I'm procrastinating in a way I never procrastinated before.
You haven't always been like that, because that was another comment I was finna make when you just said what you said a minute ago. It ain't never been hard for this guy. Used to just. I remember having a conversation with him where he told me that he just wanted to reach out to all his family members. He talked to all. He called all his cousins. He called all his siblings. He talked to everybody. It ain't not one person in the family he don't talk to. Mm-hmm. So you feel me? And now he's saying, I don't want to. You feel me? Like, we gotta pull you up out of that.
No, it's real. It's real. And it's not only in family, too, because I don't want to feel targeted. It's centering in other things, too. It's with the podcast. I don't feel like making that phone call or doing that reaching out. And then when I was doing the little artist competition, I didn't feel like sending. It's all that first content. It's centered because I'm used to my procrastination showing up as in I'm late to getting work done. Like I have a deadline to, how school type procrastination or work type procrastination. Like, oh, I gotta submit this draft by 12 a.m. This a certain time. This is a different type of procrastination to me at least. But it's the same, but
it's different for you because you ain't always been like that. You feel me?
That's crazy. Like, especially making a phone or reaching out. I've never been like it's never in my procrastination. Yeah, my procrastination has never touched contacting others. When I gotta send a message, I just get it out of the way. But I see it now. I have a huge. I don't like that trait at all, so I'm getting rid of it.
That's because you spend a lot of time by yourself, huh?
I spent a lot of time on myself, but I talk to people. It's just new people.
You talk to new people?
No, I don't.
I don't know. I ain't no therapist.
No, I don't know either. But I already know I'm
I
going.
was gonna be like, maybe because you don't talk to a lot of people. You don't
I talk to a lot of people.
I talk to a lot of people.
I talk to a lot of people.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. It's just like a feeling that I don't want to do it. Like I look at it, I don't even want to do it. Like I don't feel like it. Let's do it later. So I'm gonna conquer that though. Now that he pointed out, and that's procrastination. I hate that flaw. So I'm gonna conquer it now. Now it's
the hardest part to change is acknowledgement. Most people don't acknowledge that they need change. So the hardest part about the change is acknowledging that you need change. After that, it's easy. It's because
now let me put a question mark on that. Let me put a question mark on it. Is the hardest part of acknowledging is because you went so long without seeing it? Because I went very long. So for me personally, acknowledging is not hard. I'm going to keep it 100. Recognizing, I would say, was my hard part. And the second hard part for me is consistently keeping it going.
But it's something that you're doing. So not recognizing it and not acknowledging is damn near in the same playing field, right?
I say no, because I didn't know what it was.
You knew what it was. You just wasn't tapped in.
I knew what I was doing. But I didn't, let's put it like this. I didn't view it as a problem. Now that you said, oh, that's procrastination, I view procrastination as a problem. Oh, I need to switch that now.
Because now you're acknowledging it.
As a problem. I'm recognizing it. I recognize it.
It's the same field. We saying the same shit.
But recognize ain't accepting though. You could recognize you're doing something wrong and still keep doing
it. Yeah, you're right.
But then that's the same thing as acknowledging is it wrong because you acknowledge that action is wrong.
Yeah, but you can keep doing you can keep doing wrong shit and know better. It's like smokers and drinkers. Uh-huh. We know what the fuck the shit do to us. Uh-huh. But we still do it anyway. Yeah. You feel me? Until we wake up that one day and we say, you know what? I'm going to change. I'm going to be better. Mm-hmm. And you just stop all that shit. You start living a healthier lifestyle.
Zany Magnesium saying, brought to you by Zany Magnesium.
Brought to you by Zany Magnesium.
And that's so fascinating. Why is that fascinating? It's fascinating to me because why? It's so fascinating because I love humans. Listen to this. I could go my whole time until you told me that was procrastination. I would have just kept doing it. Now that I viewed procrastination as a negative, now I want to change. So then that tells me when I'm talking to people and influencing and persuading people, they're not going to change it until you make them notice that their action is bad for them. but certain bads ain't bad to them.
Rewind that, say that again.
Okay. When you are influencing and persuading people, they're not going to change unless you show that their actions or prove or word their actions in a way for them to recognize it as the action they're committing is harming them and something that's a problem. Like this action is a problem in a way that they see it as a problem. So let's say, for instance, me. I'm going to use me as an example. When you was pointing out that, I'm not trying to feel him talking to him. If you didn't put it as procrastination, which I view as a problem, and you use something else, that's just you being lazy. I ain't lazy, nigga. What you talking about? I ain't lazy. I do all this stuff. What you mean I'm lazy?
Yeah.
But when you put it as procrastination, and I also thought, and I recognized, he right. So you not only put it in a way I viewed it as bad, you put it in a way I viewed it as bad while making it make sense to me. It could make sense to somebody else, but you need to make sense to me because you want me to change. That's why I was listening to E.T. He said, people don't change till their principles change.
Who's E.T.?
Eric Thomas, motivational speaker. Not the phone home.
I've been sitting here like, what the fuck is he talking about?
E.T.? Yeah. Nah, not the phone home. Not the phone home.
Ask,
yeah, not the phone home.
About the alien,
yeah, nah. Eric Thomas.
Something.
Eric Thomas. But that's so effective. That's like a mind blowing thing. Like they won't change till their principles change. You just showed me that action is. I wasn't viewing it as a problem. I obviously seen it was a problem, but I was like, bro, I ain't tripping. It ain't that big of a problem, right? But now that it's I'm procrastinating, I told myself I ain't gonna ever procrastinate. I'm dropping that flaw. So now I'm gonna drop that action. So I'm just pointing out as a human moment when you're influencing and persuading people, like when you want them to change, it would be smart to make them identify that their action they're committing is harmful and a problem to them in a way that enlightens this is a problem and they should see it as a problem for them. Like, for instance, if me telling him to be a vegetarian, I'm like, hey, you be a vegetarian and lose weight. Man, he probably don't care about this. He let it get there. He always don't too much care about it like that. So I was like to put it, vegetarian is going to make you think, I don't know what way, but put it in a way where he sees him doing that as a problem. You know what I'm saying? You get it or no?
No, I get it.
Because I went on a tangent. I got really excited about that. And before I ask you for your reaction, I'm actually going to be right back. What is your reaction to them words? Did that like hit you as hard as it hit me? Or like what you think about that?
I already know where I procrastinated. I already know where you talking about what, like as far as that word procrastination?
No, just the concept.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. 5-minute timer. Start it. He gonna get it later. Nah, I'm playing. He probably didn't even get where I was going with that.
I ain't get where you was going with that.
He got it now. But to me, that hit me hard.
I get it.
He still didn't get it. Now he
I get it. Because of my comment from earlier. I told y'all the way them wheels work. Catch y'all later.
And that's perfectly fine. But we going crazy right now, and that blew my mind because I spent a lot of time dealing with people. I have recognized that being able to deal with people super effectively puts you in super beneficial positions. Just by being able to deal with people even easier. So basically, if I am able to get an employer to see why them not hiring me is a problem, and I make them view it as a problem in their eyes where they see it as a problem, I can't use what I think is a problem for them to think is a problem, because what I see as a problem may not be what they see as a problem. So as I'm trying to get high, like you not hiring me is putting certain words that they see as problem, and I'm coming fixed, like, you know, certain positioning of words you could use to show your word. There's certain moves you can move when you are thinking of these concepts. For me, at least, that's why it's probably so highlighted for me. Hold on, what's going on here? All right, bet we good. All right, but yeah, You good over there? How you feeling? How you doing? You cool?
I'm good.
All right. Them words ain't hit you?
Nah, they ain't hitting.
All right, bet. So we moving on to the next topic now. And the chat still ain't talk because probably nothing in there, but we going crazy. Now we're going to move on to...
Wait, what was that bottom one? Did you ever address that one?
No, we're going to get to it right now.
Okay.
We're going to get to this right here. This is a big thing.
Nah, you were supposed to talk. You were saying something
No,
about
that's what I'm saying. I want you to
Oh.
read it because I can talk about it. I know exactly what I'm talking about with this one. So you can read it out loud and let them
That's
know.
right.
The foundation.
The foundation. Foundation of what?
It's up to you. What do you think of when you say the foundation makes me think of and finish it? Out loud.
Made me think of the soil. Starting from the bottom. Building up, you gotta start with the foundation. Get your soil right, get your foundation right, and build up. Where you going with this one?
No, that's the most important part. You hit a key point. The soil, the foundation.
The mud.
That's where you build up at.
Out the mud.
No facts. And what do you think the majority of people do? Do they lay a solid foundation? The majority of people. Majority of people lay a solid foundation when they are doing anything?
It's a difficult question.
Before you ask that, because that is a difficult question. When doing anything, out of your experience of life, and I'm going to do my experience too, what should you recommend people to do to lay a proper foundation in chasing a skill set, getting better at something?
Repeat the question.
What would you recommend people to do when laying a foundation in a skill set they choose to get better at with your experiences, you know what I'm saying, mechanic and things of that nature? It's a teaching moment.
You said it earlier. Plan. Plan. I ain't saying spend too much time on planning because you can't spend too much time trying to plan how you going to get the sauce and don't ever get the sauce. So you really got to plan. You feel me? That's the main key before building the foundation. How long you going to take this run for?
How long?
You feel me? How long you want just a 4x4, you want a 2x2, you want a mansion, you want an apartment, what you want, you feel me? You gotta plan it.
So that means you got to see it.
You gotta vision it.
You got to see what the end look like to even plan to get there, right?
How that saying go? A vision without a plan is just a dream.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how it goes?
I think it sounds good.
It do sound good
Yeah.
to the motherfucker.
A vision without a plan is just a dream. That's facts. Because you ain't know how to got there. That's 100% fact. You ain't know how you got there to that dream. You just appeared.
Some niggas could wing it. There's some successful niggas out there that done winged it like a motherfucker and made it. You feel me? But realistically speaking, you got a plan.
I definitely agree. I definitely 100% agree. I would definitely plan. I would plan. That's your foundation. Your plan, but planning ain't the blueprint to the foundation.
It's the start.
It's the start. But that's before you even start laying the foundation.
Plan the blueprint
Of the foundation. You know what I'm saying? I would say after, when you start doing the foundation, I would want you to take it slow. Like, obviously put deadlines on yourself, but don't let certain qualities, human qualities, like let's say greed, like you see a dollar sign, so you want to rush it, like you want to start overcharging people. because you know what I'm saying, you're in a certain situation, or you start doing negative moral.
Sight of the vision.
Ooh.
You lose sight of the end goal when you start moving too fast. You
Okay.
Start rushing it. I feel like.
No, that's facts. When you start rushing that vision, or you feel like you want to start taking advantage. Like, for instance, you say in your mechanic business, they take advantage of people who don't know. But for some, that's their business plan. So I can't knock it if that's your plan to do it. So no, I can't knock it. So there ain't no moral code to that. Keep going. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So that's what it is. Taking advantage of people is your way of going about it. That's your way of going about it then.
I don't agree with that.
I mean, morally, I don't think a lot of people would agree with that morally. But
financially,
if it works, you know what I'm saying?
it's like a hole in the slip.
And so what? And what was I finna say about that? I was gonna say that's tough. The foundation, planning the foundation, not letting impatience put a hasty foundation. You may be impatient to start, so you don't plan right. You may be impatient to start, so now you skipping corners. You know what I'm saying?
Cutting corners.
Yeah. Cutting corners and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
Shortcuts and all that bullshit.
So no, I definitely agree with where he took it. Like, your foundation is everything, you know. And as you build more houses, we're gonna use houses, you will get better at setting foundations. Like, it was nothing for me to get this little shirt thing going because what?
I was thinking about something on my way out here. And and I was doing this job the other day, and I had my worker with me, and he rushing. Like, I'm seeing it. I hear it down there really using hand tools too, so I hear him down there ratcheting it hella quick and shit. And I'm sitting there, and I'm thinking about it on my way out here. I'm like, damn, I should call him and give him a little constructive criticism. Like, you feel me? If you slow down and take the time to learn over and over, you doing the same job over and over again. Slow down, take the time to learn and work efficiently and learn the tricks, and you will automatically grow to be better at that skill. You feel me? It's just gonna come natural. You're gonna start doing shit a lot more faster. The quickness that you aiming for in the beginning, that you're trying to rush through and speed through, if you take your time and learn, you'll get to that speed. You just gotta be patient.
I completely agree with him. And as I'm looking through my phone, you're gonna be like, what is he doing? I am going to find Kobe, because Kobe, he had a great quote on that. Kobe. Trust me, setting things up right from the beginning will avoid a ton of tears and heartache. Setting things up from the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And that's tough. I'm trying to see if there's another one. I'm trying to see if there's another quote that applies to this from Kobe. He said, our future is our confidence and self-esteem. No matter how hard... No, that's not him. No, that's not him. That's somebody else. But Kobe's done now. Rip Kobe. But definitely set things up from the beginning and go at a speed. I made this quote. Haste makes waste, but know the clock is ticking. You get it?
Say it again.
Haste makes waste, but know the clock is ticking.
Break it down. Let's talk about it.
What you got from it? It's like a painter. I just painted you a picture.
Don't shit stop but broke clocks.
That's what you got from it?
Yeah.
Don't shit stop but broke clocks. Okay. That one's difficult for me. Hey, so nothing's stopping until you're dead, basically. Ain't nothing stopping until you dead.
Time ain't waiting for nobody.
Yeah. Oh, I took it. Broke clock as you. You're dead.
Nah, time ain't waiting for nobody. Time is of the essence.
Yeah.
You gotta learn. You gotta keep moving.
I agree, but my quote is more so haste. You know what the word haste is?
Nah, talk about it.
Moving fast. So haste makes waste. So moving fast makes trash. Because haste makes waste. Waste is trash. Garbage. So moving fast makes garbage. But no, like, you know what I'm saying? Acknowledge that you don't have time. You don't have that much time where you can move hecka slow. Super slow.
That's a famous quote or something?
No, I made that up.
You made that up?
Yeah. Haste makes waste, but no, the clock is ticking.
No, I don't agree with that.
Okay, talk about it.
I don't agree with that because you can move fast, like I said, if you learning, and if you say you're in a learning stage, not starting off fast is key. You moving efficient, but you're in a learning process. But as you get better, the faster you get. I mean, the more that you do this, the faster and faster and faster. It's like, for example, me working on cars. I mean, the first time I changed the transmission in the mail truck, it took me about 4 to 5 hours. Not to actually, it took me about a whole work shift, 8 hours.
To do what?
To change the transmission.
Okay.
On the left. On the mail truck. Over time, instead of going in and trying to knock it down, I'm gonna try to do 4 hours this time. Nah, I went in with, first time I see it, all right, took me this long, took me a full work day. Second time, it's gonna take me a half a work day, because this time, not even gonna say it's gonna take me the second time, but over time, my time has started, you feel me? Because now I'm not just learning how to do this job, and I'm working on the postal vehicles, with the same vehicles all the time. I'm learning different ways to do it. I'm learning different angles that's going to get it done the quickest. So once I figure out which way beats that time that had me at last time, I'm at 2 hours now. Transmission down in an hour, next one up in an hour. Filled up, running, it's out of here. 2 hours, max. You feel me? From 8 hours to 2 hours over a year period.
365 days. That's not bad.
Is great. If you ask me, you feel me? What really cut it was where I said, let me really put some ump into my game, was because I had a one-armed mechanic come in into the shop. He bust down in like 3-4 hours. Wait a minute.
A one-arm mechanic.
I'm doing something wrong here. Let me really get on my shit. Like, you feel me? Because if he coming here doing this, like, imagine what the fuck I can do with 2 of these motherfuckers. Yeah, man. 2 hours. You feel me? Now, I still try to teach that to the mechanics up under me. Learn. Instead of just working, learn. That way you're going to build up speed. Because now you just not moving. Your hands ain't just moving fast. But you know what the fuck you doing to get this shit out of there fast. Quickly, efficiently. You feel me? So it's easier to learn than just to move fast. That's why I say I don't agree with it, because after a while, you're going to be able to move fast. Power tools, just to knowing what you're doing, the speed is what you're gonna get that. So moving fast ain't always waste. You feel me? It's clutch.
No, that's
Especially
facts.
in the mechanic industry.
No, that's facts. That's time is essence. But more so, haste, I said it wrong. Haste is more so like rushing in that sense. Like you rushing. Like, let's say you gotta be somewhere and you late, so you rushing out the door.
Hey man, that shit get me there on time. If I'm running late, what was that, nanny burial? All I know is we got from San Leandro to Martinez. 10 minutes.
10
you know
minutes,
what I'm saying? You feel me? Rushing. Hey, it got the job done.
It did get the job done. And that's it. It got the job done. I could go so many angles with that. I ain't gonna go there. You know what I'm saying? No accidents, no tickets. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot beneficiaries there, but I believe
it was a risk though.
Yeah, don't rush the process is basically what you're saying. Don't rush the process, But also, don't lollygag what he pointed out with that one-armed man done. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, these workouts really ain't nothing. I'm over here catting off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Know that you can't cat off. We're going to use more updated lingo. Don't rush the process, but also know you can't cat off.
Stick to it.
You know what I'm saying? Don't be catting off now. So that was that quote. And that was it with the foundation. So my term on foundation, we used his was the soil, all that, right? Mine was more so, and what alerted this was his mechanics. He is who he is because of the mechanics. And that is his foundation. That's what's making the breadwinner. So he had to kick off the trail mix. He had to kick off the shirt, the clothing. Mine, the same way, I took it more so the foundation was the foundation of everything I'm doing. Because last week, my foundation was rocky. I had to switch my trading plan. I felt like my trading plan wasn't good. And the reason why I'm able to do the things I'm doing to this day is because I trade. I wouldn't be able to do this podcast like how I'm able to do it spontaneously because I don't trade. I wouldn't have been streaming. So if I didn't trade, I wouldn't stream because I'm up at night. I needed to be in front of a computer. All right, then what else I'm doing in front of a computer? I could stream, and that's going to help me be on time. Because I can say I'm on stream at 1 a.m. Now what? I got a schedule. Now I got to follow with the trading. So I wouldn't be streaming without trading. I wouldn't have the Life Unscrpted without trading because there's so many things that I would have a formal job. You know what I'm saying? I would have a formal job without trading. A lot of things come because I trade. And when my trading plan was messed up, I made the conscious decision, tap me out. You know what I'm saying? I got to go. I don't care how bad the team need me. I got to go. My trading plan need to get changed. I put everything aside. I said, I put 2 days. I'm about to, real quick too, though. I showed some experience. I whipped it up in 2 days, like 6-8 hours. You know what I'm saying? And I whipped it up. And I was astounded at my progress. I was like, oh, yeah, you got it. I'm pretty raw at this stuff. But what I'm pointing out to say was like, trading is my foundation. And I got to see what it would be like if I was to lose trading. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like how basically, not even that. Trading is my foundation, right? And I was able to see how everything, because I remember, let me put this the best way possible, because I'm everywhere. Trading is the foundation on why I'm able to do a lot of things I'm doing, right? But right now, I had trading in a way where it was a full cycle. All the gears was ticking. Everything was spinning how it was supposed to spin, but the trading gear started, it was messing up. And this is an essential gear right here. And I got to see how all these gears, if one gear mess up, the machine can't run. And it was insane to me. Like, I was like, whoa, I don't have enough time. Me trying to fix the trading, right? Try to get this gear right. I'm still having these products I got to sell. In the sense of like, we're staying with the business, right? We're staying with business-minded machine, right? So this machine is creating products. Because this machine is down, I can't sell these products. So basically that pointed out, it's like, I don't have infinite time. I'm thinking in my head, like, I could just make time. No, when this fell off, I had no time. It felt like I was getting crushed. Not really literally crushed, but it was like I couldn't have time for the trade. I couldn't have time for the to do the orders with the business. I didn't have time to really set up my strings like how I wanted to do.
So what took, not to cut you off, my bad, but what took most of the time? Was it the
fixing the trading plan?
The
trading plan.
Back?
Yeah, to get it right, get it structured how I need it to be.
How long did that? You said that took 2 days?
Yeah, 2 days. A full just on trading. Like I had to stop because right now, physical health, trading, stream, podcast, running business. Those are the 5 things. And the intelligence on top of that. I'm still learning. Them 6 things I'm juggling all at once, getting my hours from me. So when I had to set aside everything and just focus on this, I said, whoa, they're literally all moving in harmony. And that's crazy. Like the ones that get shaved off is the ones I really don't need much. I need it, but I don't need it as much. The physical health is the beginning of my day. I start my day with gym. And then I end my day learning. or before I take my nap in this next sector of my day. I end my day learning. Those two sometimes get cut off. Those are the easiest to cut off. Like, okay, I don't need them. Cut it off. Either I cut off the intelligence part or I cut off the working out. But those are the easiest cut off. I can't cut off it's not that I can't, but it's very, very, very difficult. It comes with pressure if I try to cut off the business, obviously. And then the trading, I just can't do that possibly. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'd do that even if I was rich. Like, I just love trading. And then the streaming, I just got a huge goal. I don't know. It just like makes sense to stream. So I just like, if I'm up at night, then it might as well stream. It don't make sense not to do it. But I got to see like, oh my God, this is crazy. That's what I took with the foundation. That was my foundation. That's the reason why I'm able to do a lot of the things I'm able to do. And I also was able to see like, I really can't juggle more than 6 things at once. Like I'm overloaded. 6 is my max. 6 is my max.
That's the max you put it at, or that's the max you've seen? So you don't feel like you could take on more responsibility or
not
more
right
tasks
now.
in your life right now?
Not right now. No. Like if I was, remember how I talked about that candle?
Mm-hmm.
That would be one of the hardest things to juggle right now. I couldn't imagine making 500 candles in this schedule.
But that's...
It'll be worth it though, obviously. 500, that's 10,000.
You know your max. Can't nobody tell your max. I could push you and be like, you can take on more tasks. You can do more shit. In reality, you can. Mm-hmm. But it's all about you and your timing and your juggling and all of that. Mm-hmm. Like, it boils back down to you. You know you best. Mm-hmm.
So pushing that thought, let's push that thought. Let's question it. Can I handle more than 6? Okay, if I put more than 6 on my task list, right, where am I gonna fit them in at? 2 o'clock, I wake up. Boom. 2 p.m. I wake up. I get to the gym 2:30 at the gym. Boom. Go to the gym. Workout. That's an hour. 3:30. Then I walk home. That's a 30-minute walk. 4 p.m. Bow. Okay. 4 to 5. I got free time. I'm supposed to do the yoga, but I be drained. I just do whatever I want. I do whatever I want during that time. 4 to 5. I do whatever I want. Usually I do punching bag or I dribble the ball. Then 5 to 9 p.m., I'm working. Within that work period, it consists running the business, running the podcast. I would try to fit the candles in there. But between running the podcast and running the business takes a lot of the time up. And then I do that. Then I take a nap, or 9 p.m. come, I read or do my intelligence for an hour, 9 to 10:30. Sometimes if work is too much, I'll scrap the intelligence or I'll listen to an audiobook and keep working on the business. Then I go to sleep for 10:30 and I wake up at 12:30. I get ready to trade and then I do my streaming from 1 to 5 in the morning. And at 5 to 7, I finish my trading day and then I go to sleep and I repeat. So within that, how would you push me?
Compartmentalize.
Okay.
Is it so the things that you can do all at the same time? Let's say the daytime. We're not even going to include your nightlife. Mm-hmm. We're going to include your day life. Mm-hmm.
And I could fit it in my nightlife too. The last 2 hours of the trading day when I'm off the stream.
Even then, that's what I'm getting at. Like, what is it that you can double up or triple up on? Like right now, you doing 3 different things. Mm-hmm. Technically 4, because you're advertising. So, you feel me? Live advertisement. Mm-hmm. But you feel me? You doing 4 different things. So just imagine if you had another set. So say like when you doing orders, you doing this, you doing this, you doing this, and you got the orders going where you don't really necessarily have to be hands-on with streaming, with the podcast. Yeah, you attentive and you conversation-wise, but it's not, it take 3 minutes, less than 3 minutes, a minute for you to get up and go press the button on the camera, come back around and do what you got to do, you feel me? So say shit like that where you could multitask and not really multitasking because this ain't even taking up that much energy. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
No, I see.
shit
So
like that.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate the motherfucking follow. You know what I'm saying? Right now, we in the podcast. If y'all got any questions, I hope y'all can hear us well. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we talking right now about fixing up the schedule and compartmentalizing. Before we do that, I'm finna start the camera. All right, bet. We finna cut. We finna finish up this topic.
Let's finish. Let's push through. You feel me? Let's keep it late. I'm just saying. You feel me? I'm just letting you know what time.
Yeah,
we can make it happen.
Yeah,
what time is it? 3:30.
Yeah, we gonna get to it. We gonna get to it. I hope y'all enjoying the content. You know what I'm saying? If y'all can hear us well, but if not, you know what I'm saying. This video will be on YouTube. This is not the camera angle we use. We got an official camera here with official lights. I just brought the stream into my life. You know what I'm saying?
He multitasking right now.
Nah, facts. Get into it. Getting things done. But let's talk back to the camera. You 100% correct. Now, I could do that. I had to find... No, there's nothing to it. I couldn't do that 100%. I could do it 100%.
Look, you could start. Do your stream while you making the candles, you feel me? And
No
really
facts.
showing me, you feel me? You could
No facts. You could
do the trading while you making the candles. And
No.
stuff.
No, you could definitely do that. My issue with it... No, I could do that. I could juggle it. It's going to take a lot of mental fortitude, but I could definitely juggle it, the candles, because I still got that goal on the June. I'm going to do the candles. So I definitely could juggle it. So push yourself. I'll push myself, but god dang, the overload is terrible. I hate the overload.
Hey, man. Turn around. Let me see your shirt.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? Hustler mentality.
Shirt.
Hustler
That hustle mentality, that 24 grind don't stop. You feel me? You gotta keep going.
That grind ain't it though. I ain't even gonna lie.
Best. My man Jay Jenkins, shout out Jeezy. We hustle on holidays. I'm sorry, mama, but I'm out here grinding on your birthday.
And he said that?
Yeah, it's with the grind don't stop. You feel me? Look, you can hear it in my voice. I'm still sick, but I'm still here doing this shit with Bray. You feel me? Like, it don't stop. The
grind don't stop. We get into it. We going crazy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely push yourself. I'm going to push myself with it, with the candles, and try to take it to the next level, because I do got that idea. I believe it can fly. And I'll take my ideas, like I said, with the little merch. I get ideas. I don't procrastinate on them, though. I get to it and take off.
It's always the new ideas that you don't procrastinate on. Not saying you as in people, period. You feel me? It's always the new ideas that we'd rather chase versus doubling back to that one idea and how you put it, starting off at the checkpoint. You feel me? Where we left off, picking up where you left off at. It's easier to just start some new shit and paint a new picture. You feel me? Like everything good. But
I mean, that's just people. You know what I'm saying? That's people, and that's why some people make it, some people don't. I'm sticking to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sticking to it. I said I'm not missing this week. I don't care if I can do this by myself. I'm not missing this week. If I gotta talk to myself on the camera, I'm not missing this week. You know what I'm saying?
I would have did that shit too.
No, I really would. And I felt like a psycho. I would have felt like a psycho. Like, you know what I'm saying? I would have been like the foundation. What I think about the foundation is da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Then I'm going to start asking myself questions. What did you mean by that? Man. Like, where'd that thought come from?
But if you would have had to, you would have did it.
I would have did it. Yeah. I would have did it. You know what I'm saying?
That's mentality. You going to make a way out of nowhere.
I would have did it. But that was basically all I had to say about the foundation. Mine was I seen how trading set me up to be able to do all these things I'm doing. And then I also seen when trading was gone, and that's a core part of my life, I had to fix it. And I was like, whoa, I don't got infinite time. And I seen like how all these responsibilities is on my shoulder. It was like, I couldn't. It was like, Daniel, you couldn't just set time aside to do this. It was like, what you doing, Jerome? You doing a strange, Jerome? You gonna do this? What you doing? Like, it was crazy. Like, whoa.
Everything piling up.
Yeah, and it was at a perfect balance. And then when I had to step away, it showed how much I was handling, if that makes sense. Like, whoa,
Makes a lot of sense.
that was insane. I ain't expect that.
It's good that you actually able to see it, though.
Yeah, I seen it. It was like I'm a vital part of a lot of things going on. And it's things that like I can't just set aside. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's amazing. It's absolutely fascinating and I absolutely love it. Well, we finna go to the next topic, and this is the next one. We on the third topic. Can you read that?
Something to avoid.
All right, pitfalls.
Pitfalls. I see it now. Pitfalls to avoid. I don't know. I'm gonna let you kick that one off.
All right, bet. You want me to kick it off? It's a little bit cheating. I feel.
Switch it up.
I feel like because I made it. I made it. So I know where I'm gonna go.
This is unscripted, man. Read that shit.
All right, bet. So pitfalls to avoid. I actually made this one very long ago. I don't know why I brought it up now, but pitfalls to avoid. Pitfalls to avoid in what? I see so many. I see pitfalls in relationships. I see pitfalls in when you're reaching a goal, when you're setting a goal. I see pitfalls in handling your finances. I see pitfalls in handling your mindset. I see pitfalls in handling your physical health. I see pitfalls when it comes to... I think that's it. That's all I see. I see them 5. Now, which pitfall do I want to talk about? Let's do all 5 of them. Okay, pitfalls managing your finance, not having savings. You know, not having the savings. You know what I'm saying? Or not, when it comes to finance, we're going to do it even encompassing, not managing your money to where it makes your own money. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the comments. I see the pitfalls in when you're not managing, when you have something, right? You have a job and you just get complacent and then they end up letting you go and not using what they was giving you to get some on your own started and running, or like get some type of some self recurrence any type of way. Either you got a property and then you renting it out, some type of passive income where your money kind of working for you. Then let's talk about relationships. That one's on my head. Ignoring signs. Like I did this. Like I had to really actively learn how to do this. Like
I just talked about this the other day.
Yeah, like
yesterday.
Yeah, like you see a terrible sign and you still hanging with that person. Like you know this sign is terrible, but I'm still hanging with you. That bit me. I got bit. I was like, I ain't never doing that again. I got
bit every time.
You did?
Every time.
Every time?
Every time.
I said I'm not doing it again. Like I seen a terrible sign, but I was like, he was like the only friend I had, so I was still rocking with him, and it was just easy, like you know what I'm saying, to meet him and not meet other people and starting new things. But instead, I should have started new things since I got bit because I ignored that terrible sign. So that was relationships. I said money, finances, relationships. What's the other one? Dang. Finances, relationships. I said 5 of them. You remember the other 3? Relationships, finance, mindset. The pitfall to avoid when speaking on mindset is putting a limit on yourself. That makes me so furious. So I was talking about mindset. I hate when people put limits on themselves. It makes me so furious. It's like, because you don't know what you can achieve. That's just that in itself is a pitfall. Putting a limit on yourself is a pitfall. Like you could do anything you put your mind to. They say willpower is supposed to be exaggerated. You know what I'm saying? It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. We aim above the mark to hit the mark. So I'd say pitfall, finance, relationships, mindset. I got 2 more. What was the last 2, Zay? Appreciate the follow. What was the last 2? Okay, so we had pitfalls, mindset, pitfalls to avoid. My bad. Pitfalls to avoid was relationships, finance, mindset. And I had 5 of them, bruh.
How you forget them?
I don't even know. Pitfalls to avoid. I said a pitfall to avoid. I see them in relationships. I see them in your mindset. I see them in people with the finances. I see it with, did I say women? Or could I count relationships?
I don't know, because I swear I thought you was going with relationships. I thought you was talking about women. I know friendships. I feel like you went more towards friendships.
Okay. Relationships. A pitfall to avoid in a relationship is definitely like a pitfall to avoid in a relationship is they're so clear. It's so clear. This is a good one right here. A pitfall to avoid in a relationship is letting certain things of value outstand or outweigh certain red flags. Just because she's attractive don't mean she's a beautiful person like inside. Some people will get so caught up in the attractive and the look of her that they just ignore all the terrible things she's doing. Vice versa, if you're a woman. Like, just because they got all of this don't mean they are a good person. So I feel like that's a pitfall to avoid. Just a one from each.
So I got a question on that one.
All right, listen then.
So does that mean if let's say you really like this person, y'all went out on say about 2 or 3 dates, you feel me? You see a red flag. Do you address it? Or do you feel me? You keep it pushing and be like strike one.
It depends what the red flags as in run red flags or red flags are in like, cause I weigh them. I weigh them against the green flags.
I don't know.
All right, let me just put one up. So I meet a woman. She's got a green flag. Her physical attractiveness is a green flag. And let's say her intelligence is a green flag. Let's say a red flag is... What's a red flag to me? Damn, I indulge. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, not much lying.
See, nah, you can't use lying.
That's an instant go. I'm leaving. But they all lie. Lie, they say.
Yes, we're all human. We all lie at some point in time. You feel me? You can't use a lie.
Okay, I'm gonna use lying.
I feel like a lie isn't fair because you gotta.
Oh, let's do red flag as in she's always late. So some people that's a red flag. To some people.
I can't agree with that one either because I'm always late.
Yeah, I know that. That's not for you. All right.
That one ain't for me. I might be able to work with it. We both gonna be late.
All right. She's very beautiful, and she's very beautiful. She's confident, but her breath be stinking.
That's not I feel like I can get around bad breath.
Okay.
If you got other good qualities about you, I can get over bad breath. You go tic-tac. You go experiment.
That's the way to go around. There's a way to go around. That one. All right.
There's so many different brands.
All right, let me get some characteristics then. Let me get some ones that I seen.
Body of.
Okay, here we go. She attractive. She confident, intelligent. But when she talk about you to other people, she speak bad about you.
That's just a no-brainer. I don't want to deal with no woman like that anyways.
All right, so you gone.
I'm gone.
Okay.
I'm out of there.
Okay. But then she go back to your face and said, I wasn't saying nothing about that, about you.
How I hear about it?
You heard her like on the phone or something.
Oh, yeah, I'm out of there.
Oh, you heard?
You already showed me your true colors.
Okay.
You know what I mean? There's nothing else to talk about after that.
All right, bet. Oh, the internet cut off. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. Oh, he said the mic is too distant. And he said the mic is too distant. Dang, it disconnected. Hold on 1 second.
Ears ain't. Turn your ears up. How long has it been disconnected for?
No, it's just disconnected right now, so we good. That's crazy though, but whatever.
How that shirt fit though?
It fit good. All right, but we back. We got a couple minutes left. Okay, so it seems like you could give for some red flags for women.
You got me with some red flags?
Yeah, you provide some because I've been underperforming right now.
Red flags for me is lying hands down is main key. Very friendly to the opposite sex. That's friendly. Fuck that. I like my bitch to be mean as fuck. Friendly is off the rip. You can be friendly towards other bitches, but to another nigga, red flag. Like, I want you to have an attitude. Like, you feel me? We damn near could get in a fight because you be hella mean to the nigga. Like, I ain't tripping. Like, I just don't like no friendly bitch. So you being friendly to another man. Conversation-wise, like, I'm not saying don't be nice. I'm saying don't be too friendly. You feel me? That'll make me get up there.
Okay, so them is red flags that you can't ignore.
I can't ignore them.
Okay.
Ones that I can't ignore?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to point out.
Oh, I forgot where we was going with that.
Yeah. Nah, we was pointing out. You know what I'm saying?
I forgot.
But some people, because some people would ignore those red flags just because of how she make them feel.
What you mean? Say that again.
Like they will ignore those red flags you said because how she make him feel, or certain other qualities that she provide.
Yeah, I've been here. I agree with that. I have ignored.
That's what I'm saying not to do.
You know.
That's a pitfall to avoid.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
But you could say some red flags like some minor red flags.
I agree with you. It was bad breath. You feel me? I could look past that.
What about?
They ain't got no style. Like she can't dress like.
Oh,
I could deal with a basic. Yeah,
I could dress. I could. You know what I'm saying?
I could deal with a basic bitch. Like,
yeah,
that's cool. I don't even want none of that.
Yeah, I could deal. I got one. A minor red flag is she's childish.
I could deal with a childish bitch to a certain degree.
Okay.
It's a time and a place for everything. I could get childish with you. We could play all the shit.
Yeah.
But when it's time to tighten up, it's time to tighten up. You feel me? So you can't. You got to know when to shut it off.
Okay.
You feel me? I'm not a child. I don't like to play around that much, but you feel me? I can if you can handle it. You feel me? Because I'm an asshole, playful-ish type of person. So I play too much, but I'm an asshole, and you got to be able to take that and understand it. You feel me? It's out of love, but at the same time, I want to chop it.
And I want to point out too. So you say you could deal with the childish, you could deal with the bad breath, you could deal with you can't or you can.
Can't.
The style.
I can fuck with a bitch and ain't got no style.
Yeah, me too. You know what I'm saying?
No basic thing. That's cool. I can deal with that.
So we could deal with the minor, but basically the whole point, the pitfall to avoid. Before we get sidetracked, we start going crazy on that because I'm trying to stay on the time limit. A pitfall to avoid with the relationship is don't let her green flags outweigh a major red flag. You know what I'm saying? Because they say, Robert Greene said, bad character takes away anything good in that person. Bad character. Like dishonest, we talking unreliable. That's a red flag. That's that a big red flag for you? Unreliable? You can't rely on her for nothing?
Yes and no.
All right, why?
The old me say, yeah, I need to be able to rely on her. The new me says, nah, I don't want to be able to rely on her. You feel me?
Why?
It's because of how my background with women.
The new one.
The new one?
Yeah. You don't want to rely on her. Or you don't need to rely on her.
My background with.
But then, can you fully say you're moving as a team if you don't rely?
Relying or
like let's say for instance like this. You said you was gonna be here. Mm-hmm. So I relied on you to be here. Like, okay, I ain't making no other phone calls. I ain't calling nobody else.
In that sense, yeah. If you, I'm relying on you for your word. If you say you're gonna do something or say that, like, I expect that of you.
Yeah.
You feel me?
What's the other way to rely on them? Thought that was like the only way.
Nah, you can rely on people mentally, physically, financially. You feel me?
Oh, now I see. Like, if I come to you in need.
Yeah. Like, I used to have this thing where me fucking with certain females, it was, I don't care what you do. I don't care who you fuck with. Mm-hmm. When I call, drop everything, come quick, create some trouble. Mm-hmm. Or you feel me? Put me first. Loyalty. Mm-hmm. You feel me? And that's how I viewed it. So that type of relying on. Mm-hmm. You feel me? In that aspect.
No, that's tough. And you left away from that because
I grew the fuck up.
Ooh.
What type of man I look like depending on the bitch. Mm-hmm. You feel me? No disrespect, but you feel me? It's what type of nigga I look like. You feel me? I'm a grown ass man now. It's no. I used to live off of that AOB. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Now it's I'm a man. I don't live.
What's AOB stand for?
All on the bitch.
Oh, I knew that was something. Yeah, I knew it.
It was all on the bitch. You feel me? I have $1,000 in my pocket and still play broke. I need it all. You feel me? Now, nah, bitch.
What is the pros? Because that mindset is so engraved. Would you say that's a Cali mindset? So I feel like people in the East Coast don't move like that. From what I associate.
I don't know East Coast niggas. I feel like that's a real player, real pimp mindset. You feel me? It's AOB. I feel like it could. I want to say. Mm-hmm. I want to say it's a East Oakland type of thing. It's an Oakland. I ain't gonna say an East Oakland type of thing. It's an Oakland type of thing where it's. I was watching one the other day on the podcast you was talking about the other day was why is it looked down upon? Mm-hmm. Is it like a West Coast type of thing?
Mm-hmm. Like where'd that come from?
I don't know, but you feel me? It's in my eye. I can't say that. I ain't never been to LA. I ain't never been to the East Coast. I ain't never been to the South. I listen to their music. Mm-hmm. I hear how they talk in their music, but I ain't never been down there to see if the niggas is really like that. I've been in a town to see. Mm-hmm. Where it's pimps, players, and hustlers. You feel me? We breaking bitches. You taking everything from me and leave nothing. Mm-hmm. You getting what you getting yours. You feel me? I don't know where it came from. I want to say it came from the town because that's all I know. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But I can't step in and say that's an East Oakland type of shit. Mm-hmm. I can't step.
No, that was a real thing I had. That was a real thought. Speaking on that, how you are speaking at the men breaking the women off, would you say moving like that is improving conditions of humanity?
Repeat the question. You lost me.
Okay. Breaking it off. I need everything. All on her. Is that improving? When you start moving like that, when the community start moving like that, are we upgrading the community moving like that?
No, you ain't upgrading the community. What you mean by that?
Like, as in, like, let's say it was all black people. Say it was like a black race thing. And we was breaking off the black woman like that. Could we say, at the end of the day, we pushing our black community in a stronger position moving like that?
Most definitely, man. Are you? By saying you getting everything off of a female?
You breaking her off. I'm breaking her for everything she got. I need it all.
Nah, that's not better in a community. It's not empowering your community, the women in your community, and none of that. Nah. But it's also not.
Because you toughening her up, huh? You getting her to learn what's going on. We doing character development.
Man,
That's what's going on.
To be sold, not told, man. I ain't write the book. I just read that motherfucker. You understand me? You go out here and got the game all on the internet. Nah, it ain't good for the community. I mean, to be honest, these women these days ain't going for that shit. Some of them are. You feel me? And shit, back when I was doing that shit, a lot of them knew what the fuck that was going on. They was just head over heels for a nigga. You feel me? And wanted to see a nigga be in the best position. So you feel me? It's the game to get them to do it to happen for you, but you know it's from their perspective, it's out of love.
No, that's facts. And before we're gonna stop there. Your turn. We're just gonna cut there because
I agree with the same shit you said.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
What was your take on it? Let's do relationships. Pitfalls to avoid. Don't use the one I use.
Relationships with friends or relationships
with
women?
Women. And be a little quick. Speed it up.
Man, in the words of Tupac Shakur. Nah, let me not say that. These women is called. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay, so a pitfall to avoid is knowing these women is cold?
I'm just saying.
No, I need a pitfall to avoid.
A pitfall to avoid.
That your user experience, you know what I'm saying?
She's just a friend. He's just a friend. That's a pitfall to avoid. If she ever tell you that he is just a friend, go right, brother. Avoid that.
All right.
Turn around.
All right.
Keep it lit.
All right.
She lying.
All right, bet. In friendships, a pitfall to avoid. I'm gonna do this every week. But a special guest be asking that question.
With friendships,
Yeah.
I say putting all your trust into new friends. Not even all your trust, but putting your trust into new friends. If they ain't your day ones, if they ain't sandbox, scratch them, keep them in the pocket. Avoid that. What words can I put it in?
Avoid that mistake, avoid that relationship, avoid that step. Cause he said putting your trust in someone that's new. But pitfalls to avoid, he said, don't put your trust in new friends. Am I taking that right?
Makes. Yeah, you just gotta watch these niggas, man. Watch everybody. I'm not saying don't trust people, but just, you feel me? You can't trust everybody.
Because he giving me, he older than me, so he giving me some pitfalls too.
You feel me? You just gotta stay. I don't have close friends that I done fell out with, niggas that I don't put a lot of trust in. They showed me that I could trust them. You feel me? Took them into that house. I was in their house, and shit went sour. Whole script flipped. So you feel me? Even then, you just can't put trust in everybody.
So that's the pitfall in friendships. Don't put that's so vague though, because it's like you made it so vague.
How?
Because it's like don't put trust. So then it's like all right, listen to him. Don't put trust. So now
it sounds crazy saying it out loud, but it's real though. Like you feel.
No, I get it, but it's like I can't really do much with that. Don't put trust in new people. Okay, so I meet them. Don't put trust. So don't trust them. We have to break down. We broke it down together. What trust means. Trust is basically you believing that they're not going to do anything to harm you. That's trust. That's all trust is. Okay, so don't put trust in new people. So don't believe that this new person is going to do things that's not going to harm you. Is that what you're saying? Because that's a lot better. That's more focused.
Say it again.
Don't believe that this new person you met is going to not do things that's going to harm you.
Yeah, you can say that. We can go with that. Yeah.
Okay, that represents what you was thinking? Yeah?
Yeah, mine's up.
Okay. Because that's a little bit more pointed. You know what I'm saying? Just don't trust them. People don't be knowing what, to me at least, for me, it helped me out. Because I had to like, what is trust? Like I'm saying, don't believe that new individual.
Or just people, period. It ain't even got to be a new person. You feel
Just
me?
people.
Just people, friendships, period. Friends cross friends. You feel me? Always stay on your toes. It's a very vague, I agree with you. Yes, it's a very vague statement. But the pitfall to avoid is fuck on.
Okay, no, just and then that just made me think of like, don't even do it with new people, do it with all your people. Yeah, all like double check your belief. Like, does he?
I had friends that was square, that turned sour, and then I had friends that was street niggas. And did what the fuck they was supposed to, not did what the fuck they was supposed to do, but did what he was known for doing. Like, you feel me? You can't.
Dang, always cross your own eyes and not cross your own eyes, but dot your own eyes and cross your T's when you can. And if you do, I say simulate searching with certain situations, see how they respond. And then don't get lackadaisical.
I seen that from the internet the other day. The dude said you gotta put your homies in certain tests and shit.
Yeah.
But I can't, I'm not finna do that.
Yeah.
Cause I'm not gonna say if you put me to the test, I'm gonna fail. But if I know that you trying to test me as my friend, as my partner, nigga, why is you testing me?
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm gonna feel some type of way, and that's gonna fuck up everything that we got going.
Yeah.
You feel me? I wouldn't say test them. I hate that. Put me. I tested you, nigga, and you failed, or I tested you and you passed. And if I pass, I'm gonna sit there and look at you sour, like, nigga. So what is you saying? Like,
But then the relationship wouldn't work.
It's no longer.
Yeah, it's no longer.
I know that you off the rip. You didn't trust me. You feel me? Whatever you doubted, whatever it was, you feel me? You doubted it. Whether I gave you reason to, or whether I moved some kind of way, or whatever you said.
Now, do you have any grace if he tells you a story about how his one friend did him super sour, and he couldn't like really be too?
Yeah, but that ain't me. I hear you. I understand you, nigga. That ain't me. You feel me? And I don't move like that. And I'm not saying expect me to move like that. I'm not saying don't doubt that I won't move like that, or doubt that I will move like that. But don't test me. You feel me? I'm not.
So you wouldn't be understanding of his situation.
Yeah, I'm very understanding, but I'm still me.
Yeah, so you
don't expect me to be cool with it because you expected me to be cool with you testing me. No, I'm not cool with that.
The relationship wouldn't go through there. Yeah,
it's not gonna work because you felt the need to test me.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Regardless of your issue.
That's the point of the test. You failed.
Hey, look at how you want to look at it, nigga. I never took the test. Whether I passed or failed, in my eyes, I never took it.
F.
Hey,
0%. You didn't even get a 30.
Hey, man, it is what it is.
But basically, I'm pointing out like that's all. When people test them, they gonna run into that. Like I even, you know what I'm saying, and that's it's because the test is basically you weeding people out.
You okay with being tested by your friends? Say if when your partner came up on one of your say the ratio, it's $100,000 lick he went ahead. His play he went on. You feel me? He come back around you, set the bag around you, and he do it just to see to test your loyalty. You cool with that? Like he ain't doing it because he's bro, I genuinely forgot this bag at your house, but nah, it was bro, I left this here on purpose to see if you was gonna whoopty whoop. Look, it's a camera in here. You okay with that? You can still be cool with blood. I couldn't be cool with my own brother if he did some shit like that. You feel me? I gotta wash my hands. I see how you really feel about me. You feel me?
It's so disgenuine.
Off the rip, you should already know I'm your nigga. I'm loyal and honest to the T. I'm not that type of individual. You feel me?
Nah, you're right. That is definitely it definitely gets weird. So definitely don't do that. I say my whole mindset on that. If you do, no, I swear to God, I changed my whole mindset on that. It's more so. It's what throws it off is the phoniness of it. Like you could do that with what's the best way to say this? You could do that, but intentionally do it.
I'd rather you ask me straight up, hey, bruh, if I leave this bag with you, I'm going to come back and still be here, right? You feel me? I'll take that more calmly, like, you saying what the fuck you feel. You feel me? You really cutting to it. Yeah, nigga, fuck I look like. Leave it there and see, nigga. Like, as my partner, my cousin, my day one, if we ain't got that trust off rip, nigga, what we doing? If you got to question my loyalty, why are we even associating with each other? You feel me? That's how my view on it. You feel me?
Certain things that you gotta do that though. Because certain organizations, they gotta do that.
I have nobody around me that I'm questioning if he's stealing from me. You feel me? I'm not. If I got a doubt in my mind that you...
Say everybody was around you was stealing from you. That still ain't me, huh? That still ain't me.
I'm not going... What you mean? Am I going... What you mean by that?
Like, in the sense of, like, let's say, so you had 5 friends. All 5 of them friends stole from you, and you got... Like, they took it was huge hits. That 6th friend, you gonna come into it?
I'm not going to put nobody... I'm not going to allow nobody to get that close to be able to affect me like that, especially at this point in my life. I'm not going to allow people to be able to reach their hand into my pot and steal from me. I'm not going to leave nothing around you to put me in a position, or you in a position to even, you feel me? Let that be even a thought. You feel me?
No, you're right. But this is a good outlook on that topic. Because I used to preach that. And now it's who is you testing? How popular you think that mindset is?
I don't know.
Because people get pranked all the time. And they just be, you know what I'm saying, them bad pranks. Like, I'm finna just do this to you. I'm finna do this to you. And they expect you to be cool after. Because it's a prank. Be cool. It's just a test. And you're right. It's a certain respect.
I done been tested like that before at a church.
What?
We went and signed up, and my partners went and signed up for this basketball tournament at this church up the street from my mom's house. And we walk into the building.
Yeah.
They knew we was coming.
Yeah.
You feel me? You walk into the building, it's this walkway that you walk down and you make a right. It's a couch when you first walking in, and it's just everything else was just empty. Nobody on the couch, no nothing. We been in the corner, go in the other room, sign up, bro. They want to sign that shit. We come out. It's on the couch. It's a wallet full of fucking money. Full of money. I'm talking about the wallet is just open with just money coming out the motherfucker. You look up, it's a camera sitting here. My partner, he was the wild nigga from the Dubs. I'm on it. Be cool with this shit. Oh man, it's a fucking setup. We didn't even come back for the tournament because it's like, how we supposed to feel comfortable knowing what y'all think about us now? You feel me? That right there showed us y'all don't fuck with us. We know that y'all don't fuck with us, but that right there just was a blue stamp. Y'all really don't fuck with us. Why don't we come here and fuck with y'all and play with y'all? Like, you feel me? We just having fun. You feel me? We just want to play some other motherfuckers instead of playing each other. You feel me? We trying to play on the same team for once. Yeah. Like, nah, we could never went back. It was fucked up. It's like, why y'all fucking need to test us? Because we black? We ain't never gave y'all that. You ain't never seen this out here, mind you. It's on the same street as my mom's house. You seen it? I grew up in this neighborhood. What made you do that? I don't even want to know. We ain't fucking with you. It's off the rip. That wasn't solid. So, you feel me? Just,
I feel like that's a good mindset to have. What you just said?
It ain't easy.
What you mean?
To to just not stop fucking with people.
To just not stop or to stop?
To just stop fucking with people.
Why is it hard? Because of all the things you have together. I haven't got that far in a relationship with somebody.
It's not hard, but the mindset, the mentality, I feel like it's hard. It's not hard if you ain't been placed in them circumstances and you have to do it repeatedly over and over again. But to have to adapt to it in the middle of life or at a young age, there's something that you wasn't taught or installed in you. It's like, damn, I'm being forced to have to. You feel me? So it's not. It's life. You're still gonna make mistakes. So even with choosing the right people to be around, so that's what I mean by it's not easy, but it's not hard. I mean, it's hard. I don't know. You understand what I'm saying?
No. It's definitely. You make it as difficult as it is. You make it as difficult as it's gonna be.
Me versus me.
Not literally. And when it comes to that type of stuff, when it comes to the terrible signs but still hanging with them, it's a you versus them is you versus with the whole every pitfall dang that we pointed out is you versus you. Ain't nobody else in your way. It's all you. Every pitfall for the ones I pointed out, the ones he don't put no trust. It started from you. So if he end up doing something that betrayed, like that's your fault. You put the trust. You did the relationship. You said if she got a friend, if she say she your friend, now that's her. But then you gotta believe her. So that goes back to the trust. You get where I'm going with it?
I see where you're going with it. I see it.
But then we went to that was on the friendship with the test. Let's do mindset now. A pitfall to avoid when it talking about mindset.
That's crazy.
What's crazy?
Why the fuck I wasn't thinking about this already? I knew the question was coming. Damn, I just had it too. I agree with the laziness. Is that what you said about was lazy?
I said a mindset, a pitfall to avoid. That's mindset is a pitfall to avoid. It's limits, putting limits on yourself. I said putting limits on yourself.
I feel like guilty. The self-guilt mindset. Or
Yeah, you gonna have to expand on that.
the guilty mindset?
Yeah.
To avoid the guilty mindset?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Like the being so hard on yourself. Beating yourself up.
So like speaking down on yourself?
Not speaking down, but just
like not letting yourself make mistakes, expecting too much, like expecting you to be perfect.
Yeah, expecting to be perfect, things not happening the way that you planned it out to be, or say just not reaching the goal, to be so hard on yourself, or to beat yourself up, or that guilt of I set this goal and I didn't reach it, or I wanted to do this and I didn't do that.
I think there's a better word for that. It wouldn't say like guilt. It say don't hard on yourself. What's the other word for hard on yourself? Like punishing yourself too hard, or
it's the guilt, because it's like, well, I see what you're saying. I see why you say it should be a different word.
It's like I feel guilty for it. It's like kind of like I feel bad. Like, but you kind of like I feel like
wrong. It's not necessarily bad, but it's you hard on yourself because you knew that you set an expectation, you didn't meet that expectation for self. So now you feel guilty about it.
That's what you're saying. You start feeling bad.
Yeah.
And it's lingering.
Yeah.
But that be the fire to keep you going though.
Not
sometimes.
for everybody.
Oh.
Not for everybody. Some people.
It don't. Yeah, no. And then the last pitfall, he said, be cool. What was that one? It was be cool on your guiltiness. Like, don't be so hard on yourself.
Don't be so hard on yourself. The guilty mindset. The pitfall to avoiding the mindset was the guilty mentality, guilty mindset.
Mm-hmm. And then we're going to go into finance, and that'll be the last one. A pitfall to avoid when managing your finances or doing anything with money.
Well, Marshawn West said, not protecting your chicken. You gotta protect the chicken. You don't protect that chicken, that's that pitfall. You gotta save that money. You don't save money. It's just equivalent to just having a dream, having a vision without a plan.
If you don't save money, dang.
Save money is the equivalent to having a dream, having a vision without a plan.
All
It's
right.
just a dream. Standing still.
Yeah.
Running in circles.
Yeah, nah. But that was it for this podcast, y'all. I feel like we did this for a minute now. And Zay, you know what I'm saying? It's a late night podcast. This is a late night one. So it's pooping out. You know what I'm saying? We going crazy though.
4:15 in the morning.
Episode 19. What you think about it?
It was dope. I enjoyed it. Thanks for having me again. It's a treat when players link us out.
Alright.
It was solid. How you felt about it?
I felt amazing. I ain't gonna lie. When she put that timer on me, I started rushing. I feel like I'm rushing it. Not rushing it, but I was definitely pushing it. Like, I was definitely pushing the speed of the momentum when you put that timer on it. I was like, oh my God, like, I gotta I wanted to end at 4 in the singles, cause I know you said you got that traffic. And I also wanted to still get some food, but I can still get food in my dad's truck, so it's all good. But yeah, I was definitely like pushing it when you put that timer on me. So I was kind of like rushing through it.
We touched that last one?
Nah, we good though. You know what I'm saying?
What's the topic? Let's just throw it out there real quick.
It's two of them. It was the best gifts you could give. I also had a whole epiphany on gifting and things of that nature, and the other one was parenting. But them is, you know what I'm saying? Them pretty deep, and I could go deep into them. Yeah, I can go deep into them. So I definitely, when he put a timer on me, I started rushing. Then,
we what? How many hours we into it already?
2:15.
2 hours and 16 minutes.
Yeah, 16 minutes. And then I had the extra stimulus from the chat.
And he want to keep going. I still got work tomorrow.
Yeah, nah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we going crazy. But
Fishing up on 24, cuz
yeah, nah. But all right then, y'all. We finna get up out of here. Hope y'all like this podcast. Like and subscribe. Peace.